Okay, so when winter hits, we all know the story, right? Birds fly south. But what about the ones that don't? The ones that just stay? Well, those are nature's ultimate survivors. And today, we're going to dive into the incredible science behind how they manage to thrive when everything turns cold and white.
You've totally seen this, right? It's snowing, it's freezing, and there's this tiny little bird all puffed up just hanging in there. And you just have to wonder, how in the world are they doing that? Well, that is the exact question we're tackling today. Let's get into it.
All right, first up, let's meet the stars of this whole show, the birds that look winter right in the eye and say, nah, I'm staying. Migration gets all the attention, right? These epic continent-spanning journeys. But these resident birds, they're playing a totally different game. They're the year-round locals. Their whole strategy isn't about running away from the cold. It's about toughing it out. And this quote just nails it. Seeing that brilliant red cardinal against the white snow, it's not just a pretty picture. It's a living, breathing symbol of an incredibly complex survival machine. It tells you there's this amazing biological drama unfolding, like right outside your window. But this choice to stay, it's not simple at all. For these birds, deciding whether to go or to stay is a massive, high-stakes gamble. We're talking about an evolutionary bet where the consequences are literally life and death. And this is where it gets really interesting. For a lot of species, it's not even an all-or-nothing choice for the whole group. It's something called partial migration. So picture this. In the exact same species, some birds will take off for the south, while others stay put. It's like they're all placing bets on which strategy is going to pay off in the long run. Okay, check out this trade-off, because it's wild. A study on European blackbirds found that the ones who migrated had a 16% better chance of surviving the winter. I mean, that's a huge deal. But, and this is a big but, the residents who do survive, they hit the jackpot. They get first dibs on all the best nesting sites in the spring, which gives their kids a major head start. It's the ultimate risk-reward situation. So if staying is that risky, how on earth do they pull it off? This is where we get into the truly mind-blowing stuff. It's time to open up their biological toolkit and see the secrets inside. So let's focus on one specific bird that I'm sure you know and love, the black-capped chickadee. Don't let its tiny, cheerful appearance fool you. This little bird is one of the most hardcore survivalists on the entire planet. Seriously, just look at this list of superpowers. It's insane. They cache thousands and thousands of seeds to get them through the winter. And to remember where they put everything, get this. They literally rewire their brains every single fall. Old neurons die off, new ones grow, basically giving their memory a massive hardware upgrade for the winter. And that's not even their only trick. At night, to save precious energy, they go into what's called regulated hypothermia. They basically just power down, intentionally dropping their body temperature. This little trick saves them between 10 to 15% of their energy every single night. And when you're that small and it's that cold, that 15% is the razor-thin margin between waking up and not. And hey, it's not just the chickadees who are this clever. All the resident birds have their own playbook. You've got cardinals that switch from eating insects to being these master seed crackers. You've got different species forming these mixed flocks, kind of like a neighborhood watch, for better foraging and spotting predators. They'll find the perfect microhabitat, like deep inside an evergreen, for shelter, and they all become experts at managing their time, making the most of every single second of winter daylight. And speaking of the cardinal, here's a fun little fact for you. This tough little bird, this icon of winter resilience, is the official state bird for 7 different U.S. states. That's more than any other species. It just goes to show you how much we admire this beautiful survivor. Okay, but this ancient story of survival has a very modern plot twist, and that is our changing climate. It's completely redrawing the map of winter, and it's forcing these birds to adapt all over again, right now. Just look at this data from the EPA. It's staggering. Since the 1960s, a massive 61% of bird species have actually shifted their winter ranges northward. The entire map of where these birds spend the winter is literally changing in our lifetime. And what does that mean on the ground? Well, you get some surprising new neighbors. Take the American robin. We all think of it as the first sign of spring, right? But now, in many places, they're sticking around all winter long. The old rule book on who migrates and who stays is being completely torn up. So what can we do about all this? Well, this is where we actually get to become a part of their survival story. We can be a huge help. let's talk about how you can support your local birds and help them get through those really tough months. And it really boils down to this simple 3-step plan. All you have to do is provide the 3 things they need most to survive: high-energy food, fresh water, and good shelter. When it comes to food, you want to think high energy. Black oil sunflower seeds are a total crowd pleaser. And suet, that's basically a power bar for birds. It's pure fat that they desperately need to generate heat. Your feeder becomes their essential little gas station on a cold day. Okay, now this is the one people often forget about: water. Finding food is hard, but finding liquid water when everything is frozen solid can be next to impossible. A heated bird bath isn't just for drinking. They need it to keep their feathers clean, and clean feathers are what keep them insulated and warm. Seriously, it can be an absolute lifeline. So the next time you see that little bird in the snow, it's worth thinking about what these tiny survivors can teach us about resilience. In a world that's changing so fast, they're this incredible example of ingenuity, of toughness, and the simple will to keep going. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it?